Hey guys, this is the professor with intermediate knots today. It's 96 degrees, so we're out here in the shade, and we're going to start with the clove hitch. So what we do here is we'll use this broomstick, but the clove hitch is really good for any type of starting lashings. Come around once, make it cross. Then the idea here is that this end goes through that cross, and as you pull this up tight, it looks like that. Let you get a good close-up of the clove hitch. Okay guys, now we're going to move on to the slip knot. Now what I've got here today are two of my Gatorade bottles that I use for carrying water. And I find the slip knot to be one of the most useful things to work with them. So here's a piece of paracord, and what we'll do here is just make a loop in that paracord like that, and then the standing part goes through the loop. So just tuck that standing part right through there, forming that loop, and we'll put that around the first of the Gatorade bottles and pull that up tight like that. Okay, now on the other end we'll do the same thing. So we'll take a loop, take the standing part, put it up through the loop, put it around the neck of the Gatorade bottle, pull it up tight. When these Gatorade bottles are filled up, then we can hang those. It's real good to hang those over the handlebars of your four-wheeler, to put those over the top of your pack. You can pick them up and carry them that way. And so here's 2 quarts of water. I've also used the same thing with 2 2-quart bottles and have a gallon of water in a very convenient way. Now the nice thing about these is when you want to get your water loose, you simply pull on this loose end, and that opens that loop up, and then you pull on the 2 ends and your knot goes away. So it's just a convenient way to tie up things, carry things, and it doesn't hurt your cord when you're done. Okay, this is the bowline knot, or bowline knot, 2 ways. First of all, I'll show you the way that my grandfather, who was a sea captain in World War I, taught me when I was about 8 years old. Take your rope in your hands this way, and you just cross those right there. Then pinch that connection and just flip it over like that. Take this loose end, go around the end, and then back down through the hole. And what that'll do is to make the bowline knot. The good thing about that is it makes a loop like the slip knot, but this won't slip and it won't close. Another good thing about this knot is that it's very easy to get undone. So even if you pull it as tight as you can, it's still real easy to get that knot back out. So that's the bowline the first way. Another way, of course, this bowline would be good is if I were somehow trapped on the edge of a cliff, and all I can get here is this extension cord lowered down to me. One hand, of course, is busy holding on to a small branch, but I need to get this rope tied around me so someone can pull me up to safety. So we simply take that loose end, we go over the top, we go around about, making the loop, we pass that over through here, then one-handed we grab the end of that, we pull that back through, and here comes our bowline knot just like we had it before, except this time we've done that all with one hand. So that's the bowline knot, one-handed. Okay guys, this is the last of the intermediate knots, the constrictor or Canadian jam knot. That works really well for compressing things like the sleeping bag. It's very fluffy and bunchy, so hard to keep it in place. So here's how the basic knot goes. First of all, have an overhand knot at the end, just this little tag end, so we've got something to get a hold of later. Go ahead and tie just a simple overhand knot right next to that one, and leave that end open. What we'll do with that knot then is to wrap it on around our sleeping bag, and then tuck the end right through that little hole. Go ahead then and pull on that, and that'll cinch down and make like a compression. Works very much like a compression strap. To hold that all together. And the other ones then can cinch up in the same way. Just tuck those ends underneath, put them apart in transit. That's the Canadian jam knot. These are the intermediate knots, and I'm the professor. I'll see you soon.